أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all my dear sisters and brothers in Islam. This video is to present the huge issue going on in the Muslim world, in the Islamic societies, in the Muslim communities, and it's about female genital mutilation, which is FGM, or also known as FGM/C. According to United Nations, 3 million girls and women alone have this procedure done per year. So what is female genital mutilation? It is self-explanatory. It is ruining a woman's private part. Now, there are 5 types of female genital mutilation. So you can imagine how harmful the procedure is, considering there are 5 ways to damage a woman's private part, the very natural parts that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah Azawajal, created for a woman, for her purposes, for the purposes of birth, for her marital rights, for her women's rights. Now, female genital mutilation is so misunderstood to be part of the Quran and Sunnah. Now, I want to clarify very carefully and very clearly that it is not part of Islam. It is not part of the practice of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa barakallahi, and it is not the practice of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For if it was, it would be clearly in the Quran, and it is not. Now, do not forget that hadiths have a long-standing history of political power and change between the Sunni and Shia sects in Islam. There are many sectarians in Islam, and the hadith and its collection has a huge history. So we cannot just select a minute point from a hadith and not have it in the Quran, because the Quran and the hadith will never contradict each other. Especially with our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa barakallahi, he will never contradict the Quran in his practices. Now, there are no reports to suggest that our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa barakallahi's daughters had female genital mutilation. There is no evidence, there is no proof, there is no historical documents per se. It is also true that there is no documents to suggest that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa barakallahi's wives also had this procedure. Now, I am here to tell you the female genital mutilation, FGM, is haram. Now, what is haram in Islam? It means it's prohibited. It is forbidden. So what does haram mean? Haram means anything which is harmful to your body, to your mind, to your spirituality, to your thinking, to your emotions. Now, if you can imagine, there are 8,000 nerves down there of a Muslim woman's private part. Every woman's private part. Leave it alone. You are harming it. Female genital mutilation causes a lot of fitna, a lot of corruption in the world. When you cut a woman this way, you are traumatizing her. You are ruining her marital life. She may never ever give birth. She may never ever have a good menstrual cycle. She may have to constantly please her husband through sodomy, anal sex, which is also a huge haram in Islam. Now, why would, think about it and use your common sense, and I'm saying this to every Muslim, especially to the Muslim men, because you are allowing this practice. It's because of your existence. It's because of your gender that women have to go through this. And it's barbaric. It is actually the practice of shaitan, because it wants to intermingle in marital life. It wants to cause issues and problems to having a peaceful life, state of mind. It is your issue, man. Because of your gender, women are having to go through this to please you. And also, it is important to emphasize that men are also affected by this issue, because a lot of men end up with impotence. Because there are some men who are absolutely compassionate and merciful and kind towards their wife, that they cannot see their wife suffer that much, that they abstain from their rights of marriage. Stop FGM. It is nothing to do with Islam. Islam is about harmony. Islam is about balance. Islam is about moderation. It is about peace. Anything which disrupts the peace of a person's mind, body, spirituality, thinking, emotions, is in a state of haram. And this is not the message of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa barakallahi. So think clearly what you are doing to your daughters, to your wives to be. Masalama.